so I'm excited about that.
How awesome was that? What you up to, champ?
Well, I've just been auditioning and auditioning. There's this one really cool role I'd like to get. It's called Vigilandia, and it's like a sci-fi thriller. It takes place in like 12 years into the future, and it's with Ethan Hawke and Lena. She was in Game of Thrones. Yes, yes. And thank you so much.
2 points.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll be playing their son, but yeah, it's really cool. What happens, or well, do we have enough time?
Non-disclosure agreement. Dude, I'm just a squirrel living in your tree. You take all the time you want, buddy.
Well, it's about the sorry, the United States goes like way down the toilet. It's like the economy goes like further down than at the time of the crash in 1929. It goes like it plummets, and a weapons development company named Archon, they buy the government, and so they create one day a year. It's called the Cure, where one day a year, everything is legal, even murder. So.
Make a list. All right, so we can ask him darn near anything, and I may cut you off. But other than that, if you think about a question you want, raise your hand. I'll walk over, I'll get you the microphone, and I'll tell you the reason we want you to use the microphone. As part of the enjoyment of a Q&A panel, is they could probably hear your question, especially if you're right up here in the front row. But we want everyone in the back row to hear the questions to give context to the answer. So we're going to ask you to use the microphone. I promise I haven't, treated it like a lollipop or anything today. So who's got a question? Really? Well, we got a stormtrooper helmet. I go, damn it. Hurt my foot last night chasing drunk women. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Just say no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How does it feel to sit up there with all these fans looking at you, talking to you, and liking your job?
I have stage fright, so it's taken me a while to get used to this. There's like one play that I did for my school. Oh my heavens, I was very horrified. So it's taken me a while to get used to it, but it's pretty okay now. I try not to think about it.
Well, I've been acting since I was 4, and I really don't have stage fright because all I've done, all I was doing until I was like 8 or 9 was stage, and I had to sing in front of like thousands of people and stuff at the Fox Theater in Atlanta. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with it, but yeah, I really don't have stage fright.
You can sing. You can sing, really?
Sing.
No, we're not going to put him in that position. I like Chammy. Chammy, we've done a lot of shows together now, haven't we?
We have.
I remember your first panel. Didn't say a damn thing. We earned my money. All right. Oh, yes, ma'am.
This is for Chandler. I don't know if you've read the comic books, so do you know what Carl's progression is going to be like? He's going to get much more with the weapons stuff. Are you guys excited about that?
Yeah. And spoiler alert, if you haven't read up to like, yeah, see?
A lot of people haven't read any of the comics.
Yeah, then plug your ears. Yeah, I've read up to the part where I get shot in the face, so I know. Yeah, I can't wait. But Kirby said that it's really not as bad as it looked. It was really like how Rick imagined that it was that bad. So it's not as bad as it looked.
It's just a flesh wound. But his cheek is over there. I will say that in his character comes a royal little bad
Yes.
I did not say that. Yes, ma'am.
So, what is it like, being y'all's age and being on such a serious, dark TV series? Is it crazy or is it?
The Walking Dead has certainly hardened me in the like gory way, but it's a blessing. I'm so glad I got onto this show. It's amazing. I'm really thankful.
It's awesome for me because it's like I'm living Black Ops zombies. It's awesome because I play zombies all the time, and I have Dead Island, Left 4 Dead, and I got Saints Row the Third recently, and Skyrim. Yeah, yeah. It's not that bad for me.
Um, do either of you want to do something lighter in the future after this, or continue with this sort of product?
I wish I knew what your face was. I can't really see you.
Right there.
Oh, hi. I want to do something lighter. I want to do comedy or animation. Animation. That'd be a lot of fun. So I want to do something lighter in the future, hopefully.
Well, with the Vigilandia thing, that'd be cool. So I'm kind of, I guess I'm sticking more towards the horror side, but I can't. I mean, I can't really. It's hard for me to do other genres like comedy. I probably won't be able to do. Um, there's not much. I don't know. I auditioned for a voiceover thing for Disney thing. It's like a Disney Junior new show thing. Yeah. And but yeah.
This question is for Sophia. I was wondering, when you found out you were going to become a zombie, how did you react to that? What was your initial reaction? And did you have fun playing that really pivotal role at the end of last season?
I guess I was upset because I wouldn't be able to see the cast like on a regular basis. But every character comes to an end, and I knew it was going to be big in the TV series. And it was fun playing a zombie. It was kind of gross and hot, but it was fun.
I'm just wondering how you guys got into, I guess, acting, or did you do one audition that really snowballed it into action there?
Well, I started with community theater. My mom and dad were in a Guys and Dolls show, and so lots of times they have to bring me to rehearsals and the shows. And so I kept on saying, I want to be on stage. And so the next show that they were doing there was Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And so I was only in the kids choir. But after that, I was like the lead in a church play. I had like 27 lines in a solo, and a solo, sorry. And and that was when I was like 5. So but yeah, I guess that's how I started.
My mom has been an actress for like a long time. She started with theater too. And there's this one time she had to take me to set, and I saw like how it all worked and stuff, and I really, really liked it. And like one day I asked her if she could get me started, so she got me started with Hot Shot Kids, and then we moved to People Store. So yeah.
Hi. I was lucky enough to be able to talk to you guys yesterday. Madison, you told a story about the zombie episode, your last episode, about how you didn't want the rest of the cast, or they didn't want to see you until it was actually time. Will you tell that story to everyone?
Uh-huh. Well, after I got all like done up as a zombie, some of the castmates asked if I could just go right into the barn so their first reaction could be on camera when I come out. So they had to drive all the way out to the barn, which is pretty far out. And then they had to go behind the barn, and then they had these 4 big guys, and they would stand in front of me and go into the barn. And that was fun. I felt special. I liked that part.
All right, let's go to the other side of the room here. Anybody got any questions on this side of the room? The cool side of the room?
Okay, sweet. Hi guys. I was just wondering, when your folks
were your folks cool with what the show is? You know, all violent and gory. Do they have like little parties for you guys at your house where you can watch the episodes on a big screen with the rest of your family and grandma? And it's like, oh my god, so much gore.
We had an end of the year party for like the kids, for Chandler and Addie and the photo doubles. So we had a party, and did we watch the trailer? I don't think we
Well,
watched.
we all watched the trailer on that 10 video.
No, we didn't watch the trailer. It was on the big screen. It was on the TV.
It's a fist
Well,
fight.
yeah, it was on the
TV computer thingy.
Take me down.
But yeah, and then we went to the playground and we played on the playground and we played the.
Oh wait, we played on the tennis court.
See, I know more than him.
We
So.
ran around the tennis court.
That was fun. While the kids. No. No, the next to us.
Yes, yeah.
That'd be scary if it was fun. Then they're like playing on. Yeah. No, but then yeah, then we played on the playground. That was fun.
We like jumped on like stuff.
The. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Chandler, just say yes, dear. Trust me, dude, you're not gonna win. Ever.
Hi, this question is for Madison. Do you know if there's plans to either do like a mini web episode or a flashback to show exactly how the character Sophia got into the barn?
I think it's likely. I really don't know, but there's a bunch of other stories that they could fall back on, like Jim and where he went, and the Keisha and well, she was the lady of the house, you know. Okay, so there's that story, and then there's a bunch of other stories, but I can't think of any of the other ones. But yeah.
Well, actually, the original draft for one of the episodes was the teaser was supposed to be Otis finding you and putting you in the barn.
That was like the last episode. It was supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah. They thought it revealed too much. And they cut out that other part or something. Like they
Oh yeah,
they revised it and then they cut out the alternate ending that you had to
come out, and it almost looked like I was normal and alive for like 2 seconds, but then it came around and there was the bite mark on my neck. So I wasn't. But then they cut that out.
Hello, I love the show, and I really love how they made it so realistic from the comics and so forth. But it's more of a general question. Have you found that anywhere on set, because you're kids, and I see that people here censor themselves because you are kids, have you found that on the set while filming or talking about the episodes or anything at all like that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they cuss a lot. So like Melissa will be like, "Holy shnikes!"
the funny part was that her Herschel's like no cussing in the house. Well, that's like actually one of her rules that nobody obeys. Like the lady that owns the house, she has like 3 rules, and one of them is no cussing, and everybody most of them ignore it and forget about it. Go ahead.
That's gonna kill me. You gotta call somebody and ask them. No, well, you have to ask because I don't. There's other 2 rules, right?
Yes.
Don't take the last Mountain Dew. I don't know if there we go. One question here and then one more up there.
All right. I walked in a little late, so if this was asked, it's okay. But since your kid's like, and it's a zombie show, and it's really graphic, and the way that they do it, it kind of pushes the limits of what they can do on TV. Even though you know it's acting, like at first, did it ever kind of frighten you a little bit or anything like that? Slightly.
It kind of grossed me out first, like during the lunch, like there'd be like a zombie table, and I couldn't look at that table because it was gross, and I didn't want to eat my lunch and look at gore. So there's like times where I just had to go in my trailer because it was all just really gross.
I remember this one time last season. we were eating lunch, and it was like for a read for the second episode in the first season, and you just came down with that giant thing of chocolate cake.
Oh, it was so big.
And she just sat down with this giant piece of chocolate cake, and then the zombie with the tongue that we saw in the first season
Walked in, and I was like,
walked in, and she's like, I can't eat this.
it was so big for me. It was sad. And I like looked at my mom, and she goes, oh no. So.
Chocolate abuse. Anyone? And then one.
Hi. So I was wondering, do you two know like why some of the main characters in the comic book aren't in the show, and if maybe some of them in the later episodes are going to be introduced, like Tyrese?
I don't read the comics, so I don't really know.
At least she's honest.
Well, if they were going to come in, I can't really say, but so far there aren't supposed to be any new characters coming in, like with the farm related. I think there's not characters coming in with the farm, but I could be wrong.
In short, I don't know.
Hey guys, love the show. In this genre, horror, fantasy, science fiction, there's classic moments, like when Leah kisses Luke, for love, or when Captain Kirk tells Mr. Sulu warp speed. Did you guys realize when you were filming both of your scenes, for instance, when Carl is shot in the slow motion sequence and he's falling, and especially when Sophie comes out of the barn, did you guys know, was there an inkling that you guys were going to be involved in really iconic moments that's probably going to go down and last for a long time? I mean, at least until you guys are adults,
I hope so. That'd be cool. But I guess when they told us it was gonna be like really, really big. And at first we like didn't really believe them. But then like when we started shooting it, I thought like this was gonna be pretty big. But I didn't know it was gonna be like this big.
Yeah, when I auditioned for it, we were like, yeah, right. No way we're gonna get a zombie show. And yeah, well, look at us now. But yeah, I really had no idea it'd be this big, and it's so cool for me coming out to these conventions because I get to see like that this many people love the show, and it's just amazing. And it's so cool for me because when I go out in public and I get recognized, it's so cool for me because it's like a mini Comic-Con.
At the grocery store.
Yeah.
Buy the lettuce.
Yeah.
Well, they love the show, but they love y'all too. Am I right? Because it's y'all that really makes the show. It's you as the actors and the personalities. Because we can watch zombies. Trust me, I watch a lot of bad zombie movies, and y'all really take it to the next level.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask, what was your initial reaction to the departure of Frank Darabont? Is that correct? To say his last name?
Yeah, you said his last name right. When he departed, when he left, I was sad. I liked him. He had a nice chair. No, I'm just kidding. I was certainly like really surprised because he was the one who started it all, and his scripts were so amazing. I didn't think it was really gonna be good after him, but it's still good. So it's nice.
Well, for me, I didn't really know him. I know your mom knew him really well because The Mist. I didn't really know him. I only saw him for the pilot episode because he directed it, and I was only in there for 2 seconds. And I saw him at the premiere for the first episode, and those were the only 2 times that I saw him. So, I liked him and all, but I didn't think the show would be terrible without him or anything. I'm trying to figure out how I should put it.
His first attempt at political correctness.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess I wasn't that sad, but I was kind of disappointed. But he was yelling at AMC for cutting his budget and everything, and giving it to Mad Men instead of Walking Dead. But
Damn him. No. Another question?
It's a question for Chandler. I was curious if on set, do the actors who play Rick and Morty, do they still treat you like you're their child and like, hey, don't eat that, and fewer cookies or things like that?
not really. I mean, they sort of do, I guess. But I mean, and they're so nice, you know. And the last episode, it's almost entirely me and Andrew Rick, and it's just I really got to work with him that episode, and it was so much fun. And he's such and both of them are amazing actors, and sorry, but yeah.
I have a question. At what point did it hit you that, holy cow, I'm a star? Or has it hit you so far that you're like hitting the big time?
They're not stars. I don't think we are. Do you think we are?
I mean, it doesn't when I look at myself on television, it doesn't really feel like me. It's weird. And maybe it's just Andrew's fault. No. He hasn't watched Teacher, Walking Dead, Love Actually, anything he's been in. He hasn't watched. Andy or Andrew, sorry.
Andrew Lincoln. He doesn't watch himself. I don't like watching myself either, because I'll just critique myself, and then I'll just eat myself alive. But I do it anyways.
We're just gonna listen to y'all chat back and forth.
No,
I'm sure y'all don't need me here. Y'all just,
Yeah, we'll play Russian, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got the gun up on the thing. We're shooting each other back, or well, killing ourselves.
It's fun. He's always
Wait, hold on.
Like Plants vs. Zombies? What?
No.
No,
We
it's
take
the
turns trying to kill ourselves, except.
No.
Except it's like
It's a game.
Here, hold on. Okay, so we gotta spin it. Okay, I'll go first. Okay, so I'm good, and now she has to try to kill me. Let's see if she gets.
I don't want to die.
Is this why you don't let your dad in the panels anymore? All right, we have another question back here.
I saw the last episode last year and I nearly cried. How did it feel when you were told that you would be zombified?
I guess I was kind of sad, because I wasn't gonna see the cast, but that's why I was sad. And it was kind of gross-ish, but it was fun. So yeah.
Hey, I think you guys are great. I think we all agree about that. Your personal life, as far as school's concerned, how do you guys fit that in?
Want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I used to go to public school for the first. What? What? What?
Did you be like, do you want to go first? So anyway.
Yeah, he's a star.
Well, I was in public school for the first season. I was for the first like 3 weeks of school. That was the last 2 episodes of season 1, and that was really hard because my teachers weren't very supportive. Only one of them didn't give me everything, and so but yeah, now I'm homeschooled. It's all online. It's Georgia Cyber Academy. You guys would probably know it as the Louisiana Virtual Academy. So.
Well, I go to a private school, and they're really easy about letting us off as long as we get our homework done. So yeah, I'm glad I don't know if I'm glad, because I've been homeschooled for most of my life. This is like my 2nd year of private school, and I guess it's okay. But then you gotta wake up early. That's not funny, because I have to wake up at 7. He has to wake up at 9.
Heaven
I mean, I
forbid.
can really get up whenever I want.
Yeah, exactly. I've been getting up at 12. Whenever I want. Just 12 and 1 and 2.
I'm calling both of y'all when I get up for work in the morning. Just set your alarm for 5:15.
To better enhance your relationships on screen, like with you and your mom and dad, and you with your mom, Sophie, do you spend a lot of time with them on off screen?
I do. Melissa, she plays my mom. Me and her already knew each other because she used to be a casting director. And me and her get along so well. I love her so much. She's like my second mom, literally. So I love her.
Well, for me, it's they're not. No, I didn't know them before this show, so it's kind of they're really nice, like I said before, but they don't really act like my second parents. But they're really nice.
First off, I want to say awesome job, guys. Y'all, you dudes rock. Unreal. But quick question. What's it like working with Norman?
Okay. Okay. First of all, thank you for saying we're awesome.
Thank you. Yes.
I appreciate that. Norman is the best guy ever. I love him. I love him. Love him. Love him. Love him. Love him. Love him. Times 10. And he's my boyfriend. So yeah.
Madison, tell them about your date with Norman for the opener.
Oh yeah. So for wait.
Remember when you went on the date with him for the opening season?
Oh yeah. So for the premiere, I emailed him and I asked him if he could be my date, and he already had a girlfriend, so he went with me and his girlfriend. And then there's a picture of me at the after party, and we're gonna print that out. So yeah.
Well, he's nice. Yeah.
Do you love him, love him, love him?
Maybe. But yeah, he's awesome. We had this decontamination.
Oh, the decontamination dance.
Yeah.
That was fun.
From last season, we did a little decontamination dance. It was fun.
Do it.
Do it.
I don't even remember it. Do you? Oh no.
It's like decontamination.
But then but I know that, but I can stuck in my head.
I don't remember the dance that we did.
Douche, douche, douche.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh no. That's so sad.
Well, maybe Norman.
No, I don't remember.
He drinks 7 coffees in the morning.
Because he drank 7 something else the night before. Trust me, I was at Pat O'Brien's with him. It wasn't pretty. All right, anybody else? Otherwise, I'll just have to stand here and badmouth Norm for the next 10 minutes. Crossbow or not. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me. No, you're fine, really. I won't fall on you, really.
Hi, I was just wondering if Robert Kirkman is ever on the set. Like, have you guys got to meet him at all?
Yeah, but he just sits there.